Yeah, give me Jeremiah 7, chapter 7. Select it. Did I say 17?
Yeah.
7 and 23. Book of Jeremiah, chapter 7 and verse 23. We are the sons of Zion, right? We're the Israelites. And we come out here day in and day out, right? To tell our people to keep the commandments, to come back to your nationality.
Right.
Come back to God's law, statutes, commandments. Repent, right? Read what you got.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 7, verse 23. But this thing commanded I them, saying, obey my voice, and I will be your God, and ye shall be my people, and walk ye in all the ways that I have commanded you, that it may be well unto you.
Right. So the Lord said, walk in all his ways, right? And he will be our God, and we'll be his people, right?
24. But they hearken not, nor incline their ear, but walk in the counsels and in the imaginations of their evil heart.
Right, but they hearken not. They don't listen, right? That's why you see Israelites walking right by us, man. The lost sheep, man. Right? They will not hearken, read.
And went backward and not forward.
Going backward and not forward, man. Read.
Since the day that your fathers came forth out of the land of Egypt unto this day, I have even sent unto you all my servants the prophets, daily rising up early and sending them.
Right, there's no new thing under the sun. Right, so just like in that day, the same thing today. Right, the Lord said, I've even set forth my prophets, man. Right, the Lord said, I've stretched forth my hand all the day long to a disobedient and stiff-necked people. Read.
Yeah. Yet they hearken not unto me, nor incline their ear.
Yet you hearken not, you incline not your ear. They walk by us and ignore the prophets. Read.
But harden their neck, they did worse than their fathers.
The Lord said you did worse than your fathers, man. Right, so we are worse than our forefathers, man. Right? Our forefathers sinned against the Lord, and therefore we fell under the curses. But the Lord said we'd even do it worse now, man. Read.
Therefore thou shalt speak all these words unto them, but they will not hearken to thee.
So the Lord said, commanded us to come out and speak, thus saith the Lord. But he said they were not going to listen. Right? Because this is a stiff-necked people. Read.
Thou shalt also call unto them, but they will not answer thee.
He said, we're going to call unto them. Brother, what's your nationality? Brother, come hear the word of the Lord. But he said they will not answer us. Right? We just asked the brother's nationality, we didn't get no answer. Read.
But thou shalt say unto them, this is a nation that obeyeth not the voice of the Lord their God, nor receiveth correction. Truth is perished and is cut off from their mouth.
Right. So this people don't receive correction, man. Right? Truth has been cut off from them, man. There's no truth coming out of their mouth, man. Right? Give me Exodus 32 and 9. All right? Give me the book of Exodus chapter 32 and verse 9, man. Because we are worse than our fathers, man. Right? We're doing the same thing, worshiping other gods, following the ways of the heathen. We want to be what the so-called white man told us we were. Right? We say to hell with the Most High, man. Right? Read what the Bible said.
Book of Exodus chapter 32 verse 9. And the Lord said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people.
What did the Lord say?
It is a stiff-necked people.
The Lord said the children of Israel are a stiff-necked people, man. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are stiff-necked and hard-headed. Read.
Slack it. Oh, just lost my place.
32:9. Read again.
Okay. And the Lord said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. Now therefore let me alone, that my wrath may wax hot against them, and that I may consume them, and I will make of thee a great nation. And Moses besought the Lord his God, and said, Lord, why dost thou wrath wax hot against thy people, which thou hast brought forth out of the land of Egypt with great power and with a mighty hand? Wherefore should the Egyptians speak and say,
right, y'all know y'all nationality? Right? So, these are stiff-necked people, man. That's why the Lord angers, racks, and rocked with us, man. Right? Give me Psalms 95 and 10. Right? Hey, if we had some blunts out here, man, if we had some damn Jay-Z tickets up here, man, they would have came right up, man. Right? That's why the Lord said, man, I will make my word fire in your mouth, and these people would, man. Hey, Jake trying to avoid the fire, man. Right? Scared. You see him walk up and then turn around? Read this, man.
Psalms 95 and 10. 40 years long was I grieved with this generation.
Hey, because they was in the wilderness for 40 years, man. Right? The Lord brought us out of Egypt with a mighty hand, man. Right? Destroyed the Egyptians for us, man. Right? And we in the wilderness, man. We can't wait. We waiting on Moses. He taking too long. And so we made our own gods, man. Golden calves, worshiping idols, man. Right? After witnessing what the Lord did for you, man. Right? Talking about they want to go back into Egypt, man. Complaining. Right? This is what the Lord said. Read it from the top.
40 years long was I grieved with this generation.
And the Lord said for 40 years he was grieved with this generation, man. Read.
And said, it is a people that do err in their heart, and they have not known my ways.
We have not known his ways, man. Wicked as hell, man. Right? Read.
Unto whom I swear in my wrath that they should not enter into my rest.
Hey, the Lord can't dwell with you, man. Because you full of wickedness and you full of sin. Give me Isaiah 59 and 2. You full of wickedness and you hate the laws of the God, man. Right? We want to do our own thing, man. We want to do with the world. We want to follow everybody else, man. Right? And say to hell with the laws of God, man. Well, that's why our people love those churches and love Christianity, man. We love religion, man, and tradition. We love Thanksgiving. We love Christmas. Right? But the Lord said, learn not the way of the heathen, man. But that's exactly what we did. Read what you got.
Book of Isaiah chapter 59 verse 2. But your iniquities have separated between you and your God.
You know that, brother? You know your sin separates you from your God? Do you know who your God is, brother? You know your nationality? This is the lost sheep, man. He laughing, man. Right? That's a damn shame, man. You got to get it, man. Give me Hosea 4 and 6, man. Walking with the Ephraimites, man, in Moab. You got Jake in between Esau and Moab, man. Right? Destroyed, man. He following them, man. Breaking the Sabbath day. Don't know who he is, man. Don't know who his God is. Right? Give me Proverbs 21 and 16. Salaki. Give me Proverbs 21 and 16, man. Right? Stiff-necked and disobedient, man. Children that will not hear the law of the Lord, man. Read what you got.
Book of Proverbs chapter 21 verse 16. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
That brother's wandered out of the way of understanding, man. The Lord said, you wander out of the way of understanding, you shall remain in the congregation of the dead, man. He literally walking in the congregation of the dead, following behind Esau and Moab, man. Right? Give me Proverbs 1 and 20, man. Because you have no excuse in that day, man. Nobody's going to be able to say what they didn't know, man. Because the Lord set up men to come out here and teach you, man. To come out here and tell you the truth. Read what you got.
Book of Proverbs chapter 1 verse 20. Wisdom cries without. She uttereth her voice in the streets.
Where we at?
In the street.
Wisdom cries without in the street. Your wisdom is this Bible, man. The words of the Most High God, Yahweh. Read it again.
Wisdom cries without. She uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the opening of the gates, in the city that uttereth her word, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
How long is our dear brother going to love simplicity? To walk around not caring who he is. Not caring who his God is, man. Not caring what the Lord requires of him, man. Right? The Lord said, how long, ye simple ones, man. Read.
And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
And what?
Fools hate knowledge.
The Bible says fools hate knowledge, man. Not talking about the knowledge of this world, talking about the knowledge of the Most High, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He said, you're a fool if you hate this knowledge. You're a fool if you reject the word of the Lord, man. Read.
Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called and ye refuse. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel and would none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity.
Right, so the Lord's going to laugh at that brother because the brother thought it was a game and thought it was a joke when we opened up the book of the Lord and read. Right? It was funny to the brother, man. Give me Isaiah chapter 1 and 3. Hey, because that's a grown man. A brother that age should know who he is. He should know his nationality, man. And if you don't know, you should be up here trying to find out in these last days, man. Right? Because there are prophecies that pertain to nations of people in the Bible, man. Right? There are judgments in the Bible for the nations, man. Right? If you don't know where you come from, how you know where you're going? If you don't know your past, how you know your future? Right? Read what you got.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 3. The ox knows his owner and the ass his master's crib. But Israel does not know.
But what?
Israel does not know.
But Israel don't know, man. The Lord said even the ox and the jackass know where they come from, man. But the children of Israel does not know. Read.
My people does not consider.
And he don't care, man. I asked the brother, do he know who he is? The brother said no, man, and he don't care, man. That's in the Bible. Read.
All sinful nation, a people laden in...
How you doing, brother? You know your nationality? Brother, how old are you? You too old not to know who you are. You want to learn who you are?
You see who I am, right?
Brother, what's your nationality?
Same color as you.
Brother, nationality, a color is not a nationality.
Same nationality.
So you a Crayola? A Crayola, man. Give me Hosea 4 and 6, man. Right, he not gonna make it, man. Right? That brother's not gonna make it, man. A grown man don't know who he is, man. Walking around thinking he's a Crayola, man. A cut out of a crayon box. Read this, man.
Book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
What did the Lord say?
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
What is this, brother?
Destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
The Bible said the children of Israel, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians have been destroyed for lack of knowledge, man. Read.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
He just rejected the knowledge, man. Right? We got the information, man. We got the truth of him, man. But you rejected it. So what did the Lord say? Read.
I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me.
So the Lord's going to reject you, man. Right? The Lord can't use that, brother, man. Right? Read.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 4. All sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity.
The brothers, our people are sinful, man, and laden with iniquity, man. We have never wanted to humble down and keep the laws of the Most High God, man. Right? To keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord, man. Right? Because we laden in iniquity, man. We love to sin. We love lusting, man. Lusting for the things of the world.
Good, evil, good.
Right? Give me Isaiah 5 and 20, man. Right? Isaiah 5 and 20.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 5, verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
Hey, so the Lord said death and destruction to those that call evil good and good evil, man. Right? You contrary to the Most High, man. Hey, they calling what we doing evil. When we speaking, thus saith the Lord. And we calling what you doing evil, man. Right? But it's not according to us, it's according to thus saith the Lord.
Right.
Right? Read again.
5 and 20. Yeah. Book of Isaiah, chapter 5, verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
Right, man. Because these people love darkness rather than light, man. Right? Read.
Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. That's it.
Give me Revelation 18 and 4. Yeah, start at 1. Revelation 18 and 1. Right? But this is what's going on, man. That's why it's important for our people to come back and know who they are, man. And to find out who you are and what does God require of you, man. Right? So you can come back to God's law, statutes, and commandments, man. So you can be delivered, man. Death and destruction is coming to America, man.
Right.
She's finished, man. Right? And the so-called white man's days are numbered in the earth, man. Right? Read.
Book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen.
What did the Lord say?
Babylon the Great is fallen.
Babylon the Great is America, man. So America is falling, man. She's finished, man. Right? Read.
Is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils.
Become what?
the habitation of devils.
It's become the habitation of devils, man. It's nothing but wickedness here, man. Right? This place was built on blood, on rape, rob, and murder, man. On theft, man. On lies, man. On deceit, man. On vanity, man. Read.
And the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Right, all nations is drunk on the wine of America, man. Right, you got this. Why this is known as the melting pot. Right, all nations can come to America and do all manner of wickedness, man. You got the China man here, you got the Arab man here, right? You got all nations over here in America doing what they want to do, man. Right? A lot of nations, man, they laws are different, man. But in America, you can come and be a sodomite, right? You can be a man and you can change your sex and now you can be a woman, right? That's wickedness, man. That's contrary to the Most High God, man. Right? So the Lord said her sins have reached up to heaven, man. Read.
And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
All the kings of the earth have committed spiritual fornication, man. So you got the China man over here in America celebrating Thanksgiving. What the hell that got to do with you, man? Right? You got the Arab man, a Christian now, man. He ain't a Muslim no more. Right? So all these nations have come to America and been drunken off the wine of Babylon, man. Everybody want to be like the so-called white man. The wicked in the earth, man. Read.
And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
But what did the Lord say to the 12 tribes of Israel?
Come out of her, my people.
He said, come out of her, my people. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Seminole Indians, the Lord said to come out of the ways of America. Right? Stop following after the so-called white man. Stop following after these heathen, man. Stop doing what they do, man. Read.
That ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plague.
Because plagues are coming here, man. Death and destruction is coming to America, man. World War III is getting ready to kick off. Jacob's trouble is coming. So the Lord is calling his people to come out of her people, man. Come out of America. Read.
For her sins have reached unto heaven.
What did the Lord say?
Her sins have reached up to heaven.
So-called white man has not been judged for the rape, rob, and murder, man. He cannot get away, man. Right? The Lord said he will not at all acquit the wicked, man. Right? Read that again.
For her sins have reached unto... 4? Revelation 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquities.
Right, so the Lord remembered her iniquities. The Lord remembered coming to the west coast of Africa and putting us on slave ships. Right? The Lord remembered them coming, stealing this land, killing 77 million Native American Indians, man. So God is just, man. So death and destruction is coming to America. Right? And the so-called white man and his women and children is going into slavery according to the Bible. Right? Give me Jeremiah 10:1. Now give me Proverbs 3:31. Give me the book of Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 31. What you got?
Book of Proverbs chapter 3 verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor.
What did the Lord say?
Envy thou not the oppressor.
The Lord said, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American, Seminole Indians, envy thou not your oppressor. Right? Stop envying these nations, man. Stop envying the so-called white man. Read.
And choose none of his ways.
And the Lord told us to choose none of his ways. Don't choose his Halloween. Right? His Christmas. Right? His Independence Day. Right? Read.
For the forward is an abomination to the Lord.
Because it's an abomination to the Lord, man. Give me Jeremiah 10:1. Give me the book of Jeremiah chapter 10:1.
I figure you would.
Yeah, man.
Right, so it's an abomination, man, to celebrate Christmas. Thanksgiving, man. Right? Thanksgiving Day, man. It's a damn shame, man. Read what you got.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 1.
Hey, it's cool for the so-called white man to celebrate Thanksgiving, that's fine. But you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, the Lord said that is an abomination, man, to celebrate the downfall and the theft and the murder and the rape of your own people. Read.
Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
Excuse me, Mr. so-called white man, are you proud to be an American? Are y'all proud to be Americans? Read.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Learn what?
Not the way of the heathen.
The Bible says to learn not the way of the heathen, man. Read.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
The heathen are dismayed, man. So the Lord said don't do what they do, man. Right? The Lord says separate from, give me Leviticus 20 and 26 to 20. Right? So the Lord said you are holy and separate, man. Right? Don't do what these people do, man. That's what got us in the situation that we're in now, man. Right? Because our sins have separated us from the Most High, man. Now these heathens have begun to be lords over us, man. Now we doing what they do, man. Right? Now we worship and serving these people, man. Read.
You said Leviticus 26 and 20. Book of Leviticus, chapter 26, verse 20. And your strength shall be spent in vain.
20 and 26.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 26. And ye shall be holy unto me, for I, the Lord, am holy.
Excuse me, sir. Are you proud to be an American? Mr. So-called white man. Mr. Bully. You proud to be an American? You love America? Y'all proud to be Americans? How did the so-called white man get this country? And y'all are y'all Asian? Confounded, man. Confounded, man. You got the Moabites in America talking about they proud to be Americans, man. Right? You got Ammonites and Moabites in America. That we just read it, man. The Lord said, go back to Revelation 18, man. Right? You can't make this stuff up, man. Right? Y'all happy to be, y'all proud Americans? Huh?
Not at the moment, no.
Why? Why aren't y'all proud to be American? How did America get this country? How is the so-called white man able to walk up and down the streets of America today? Right? Nobody knows. Right? Read what you got.
Book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 4. And I heard...
Let's get to the point.
Her sins?
No, the nation.
Oh, I got it. Book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Hey, the Lord said all nations are drunk with the wine of the wrath of her fornication, man. So I asked the Moabites, are y'all proud Americans? They said, yeah, man. Right? So the China man is proud to be an American, man. Right? The nations are confounded, man. That's a damn shame, man. So that's a Bible prophecy, man. We can't make this stuff up, man. You got the East Indian man in America, man, celebrating Independence Day, man. Ain't got nothing to do with him, man. So these people have left their nations and their culture to come to America, and they've committed spiritual fornication to lie down with America, man. Right? Go back to where we was at. Leviticus.
No, we ain't finished it. We were somewhere else. I think I said it.
Yeah.
We're not.
Read what you got.
With the red dress.
Right.
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 26. And ye shall be holy unto me, for I the Lord. Yeah. And ye shall be holy unto me.
Call it.
Leviticus 20 and 26.
Listen to this, sister. Listen to this. Read.
And ye shall be holy unto me, for I the
This is the Lord speaking to the children of Israel. Read.
and ye shall be holy unto me.
So the Lord said, you are holy unto him, meaning separate. Read.
For I, the Lord, am holy, and have severed you from other people,
So the Lord severed you from other people. Come on.
that ye should be mine.
That what?
Ye should be mine.
You belong to the Most High God, man. You're not a black woman, right? You're not an African American. You're not a Haitian or Jamaican. You're an Israelite.
Right.
And the Lord said he severed you from other people. Give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Listen up, sister. You are holy to the Lord. Read.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto
You are special to the Most High. Come on.
unto himself above all people.
A what?
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth, man. Right? So the Lord said, separate from these people, man. The Lord never meant, give me Deuteronomy 32. The Lord never meant for us to be with these people, man, but we sinned against our God, man, and we fell under the curses, man. Right? Read what you got.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 8. When the Most High divided the nation.
What?
The Most High divided the nation.
No, he brought everybody together.
Divided to the nations their inheritance when he separated the sons of Adam.
He did what?
Separated the sons of Adam.
So the Lord separated the sons of Adam. The Lord is all this Bible is dealing with separation from Genesis to Revelation, man. Read.
He set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. For the Lord portion is his people, Jacob is the lot of his inheritance.
Right, so the Israelites are his people. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. And the Lord said that you are better than everybody else, that you are above all people, man. Right? So the Lord holds you to a higher standard, man. That's why you get punished for your sins, man. That's why we on the bottom in society, man. Right? That's why these people can rule over us, man, and devour us, man. Right? Because we hard-headed. Give me Zechariah 7 and 11. In the book of Zechariah chapter 7 and 14, I think 11 is what I want. Zechariah 7 and 11. But we happy being niggas in America, man. Right? And look at this, man. You got grown men with tutus on in America, man. This is why this is spiritual Sodom in Egypt, man. What? How you doing, Mr. So-called white man? You proud to be an American? Hey, the Most High don't care if it's a kid or not, man. Didn't he kill the firstborn of the Egyptians, man? Give me Exodus 15 and 3. Give me Exodus 15 and 3. What's your nationality? That's not a nationality, that's a religion. What's your nationality, according to the Bible? What's your father? Are you Hispanic? Look on this sign, tell me you see yourself on the sign. Right? So you will be Ephraim, right? All right, so let me ask you a question. What does Puerto Rican mean? First, let me ask you, do you believe in the Bible?
Yeah.
All right, good. What does Puerto Rican mean? Well, you say you're Puerto Rican.
I'm Puerto Rican
Right?
by blood.
By blood, right? By blood. What, y'all Puerto Ricans too? You are? What does Puerto Rican mean? Do you know? You know your history? Nobody never taught it to you? All right, we're going to learn a little bit today. So Puerto Rican means port of riches, right? Or rich port. Right? So give me, give me 49:11, Psalms 49:11. So when you read the Bible, you say you believe in the Bible. Did the Lord ever call anybody Puerto Rican? No. So that name was put on you, just like African Americans put on us. America is named after a so-called white man named Amerigo Vespucci. Do we descend from white people? No. So nation, the root word of nationality is nation, meaning a seed of men that you come from. So what we're here to do is show you, you on this sign, you are the children of God. You come from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You are God's chosen people. That's the world's best kept secret. And this is your history book. It's not a universal book, right? Read this.
Book of Psalms chapter 49 verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
So America think this is going to last forever, right? Read.
And their dwelling places to all generations.
So in 2019, our people still thinking they bywords, right? Puerto Rican, Cubans, Dominicans, black, a color out of crayon box. That's not a nationality, right? That's a Crayola, right? Read.
They call their lands after their own name.
What did the Lord say they were going to do?
They call their lands after their own name.
They call their lands after their own names. So America is named after Amerigo Vespucci. They say they came over here and discovered the land, but you know your people are already here? Yeah. They came and stole the land. Let's get it out the Bible. Let's prove it out the Bible. Give me, 2nd Ezra 13 and 40. Listen to this, brother. I'm going to show you something.
Book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 13, verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoner.
Now these are the 10 tribes, meaning the northern kingdom. So when you, in the Bible, when you read about the Jews, there was a split between the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom of Israel. So you got the Jews, which consisted of 3 tribes, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. And then you had the northern kingdom, Ephraim on down. All right? So these are the 10 tribes, which would be the northern kingdom, just the Hispanics and the so-called Native American. We say so-called because that's not an actual thing. Indian means savage. They're not savages. The people who came and slaughtered them are savages, who gave them small pocket blankets when they was at peace with them and stole their land. Those are the savages, but that name was put on them. All right? So that's why we say so-called. Listen to this history. Read.
2nd Esdras, chapter 13, verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoner out of their own land in the time of Issachar the king.
This is documented history. So in the time of Issachar the king, your foreparents was carried away captive out of the homeland, right? Read.
Whom Shalmaneser, the king of Assyria, led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land. But they took this counsel among themselves.
So when your people got to this land, y'all came together, right? And they took a counsel amongst themselves. This is what they said. Listen.
That they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where
the heathen are the other nations, meaning any nation outside of Israel is known as Gentiles, heathens, right? Strangers. So they wanted to get away from these people, right?
And go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
They wanted to go to a further country where never mankind dwelt. Remember, this side of the world wasn't discovered yet. They didn't know about this side of the world. That's why it was known as the 3-part earth. They didn't know about the 4th part. Right? Read.
That they might there keep their statutes which they never kept in their own land.
So they could keep the commandments of God, which they never kept in their own land. So when we go into captivity, the nations don't allow us to keep the commandments of God. We assimilate to their culture and we start doing what they do, kind of like here in America. We follow the ways of the so-called white man. We even call ourselves after his name, Puerto Rican, right? Read.
And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passages of the river.
You know what the Euphrates River is? Read.
For the Most High then showed signs for them and held still the flood till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely 1.5 years.
So the Lord held still the waters 1.5 years so they can make it from all the way, right, from the eastern world all the way up here to the western world where never mankind dwelt. So when this man said he discovered his land, he's a damn lie. This was your land, man, right? But now they want to build a wall and keep the Mexicans out and call y'all immigrants and illegal aliens. They the immigrants. They the illegal aliens, man. They belong in the clefts of the rocks, just like the Bible says, right? So we're showing you in the Bible your history. And he said Issachar. He didn't say America, but we just read in the Bible, he said that they were going to name the lands after their own names. That's why when you read the Bible, you don't know what's going on. You don't know who the Moabites are. You don't know who the Edomites are. You don't know who the Israelites are. You think it's those white men over there in the land with those yarmulkes on their head or whatever. What is it called?
Yeah, I think so.
Right? So give me Deuteronomy. We're going to prove who we are. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 15. So why did this happen to us? Right? Why do we lose our nationality? Why do we, what are your language you speak? I know, but Puerto Ricans, you speak what? Spanish? Are they Spaniards? They speak the language of the people that come. Just like we're not Englishmen, but we speak English today, right? Because we lost our mother tongue, right? Because our children were sold to another people, and we knew Hebrew. You can go look now. They got in New Mexico, they got the 10 Commandments in Hebrew, man, in the stones, right? To let you know that they were even in the book of what was that book, the 10 Lost Tribes. Well, Christopher Columbus, he had somebody on this with him that spoke Hebrew, so when he came over here, he could translate. Because they spoke the Hebrew, right? Read.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
Give me 29 and 1. Let's see who the Lord is talking to right here.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29, verse 1. These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
To everybody.
Israel.
So he's speaking to one nation of people, the children of Israel. He's not talking to nobody else. Read.
28 and 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So the Lord said, if we broke his commandments, when you read 28, 1 through 14, it's the blessings if we keep the commandments. But he said, if you break my commandments, all these curses are going to come upon you and overtake you. So would you say a curse is a good thing or a bad thing? It's a bad thing. So let's go through some curses and see what people fit these curses. This is going to let you know who the children of Israel are. Give me, before you go, one more thing. Give me 1 Corinthians 6 and 9. Let me get a couple more before you go, all right, brother? So you're an Israelite from the tribe of Ephraim, and you got to keep the commandments in these last days. All right? What?
Why they still here?
Not where.
We'll get that. Yeah, get that for us. Listen to this, bro, all right? Because I wasn't trying to be, when I made that comment towards you, when you first rode by, I did it for a reason out of love.
I mean,
right?
it's just from.
I know, but listen to this, because it's important, because this is why we broke the commandments, so I'm going to read a commandment, and this is why the Lord destroyed us and let these nations rule over us, okay? Read.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 5.
Because we just read, if we break the commandments, all these curses are going to come upon you. Here's a commandment that we broke. Read.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
So that's a sin according to the Lord. They can do that. The so-called white man, the Arab, all these nations can do it. These people on the side, we can't do that, what they do. We got to keep these commandments. So you can't have that on. That pertains unto a woman. Right? You're a man. You're a young man. Right? Give me 1 Corinthians 6 and 9. And you see the so-called white man, Esau walk by and say, oh, he's just a kid. It's all right. But what the Lord said that's not all right, man. The Lord put people in captivity, man. The Lord put people to death, man. The Lord is a man of war, man. He ain't some friendly guy. He ain't talking about this guy, man. This Caesar Borgia, this white Jesus, man. That's not in the Bible. Read.
Book of 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 9. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh? Be not deceived, neither fornicators.
Brother, don't be deceived, all right? Listen.
Neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate.
Nor what?
Effeminate.
Nor effeminate, right? That's an effeminate trait. So you want to get to the kingdom of heaven because the kingdom of heaven is for you. It's for the 12 tribes of Israel. So nor effeminate.
Nor abusers of themselves with mankind.
Right. Not saying that you're gay because obviously you just being funny about it.
Yeah.
But give me get one more for you. Give me because it's not funny to the Most High. Right? Give me 1 Thessalonians 5 and 22, real quick. Now, this is important because you might think it's a joke, but your God don't think it's a joke, right? So you should take that off immediately, man. You should take that off now, man, and never do nothing like that again. Right? You a man, man. You don't put on what pertains to a woman, man. Right? And you're an Israelite man, man. You're not just any man.
This
Right?
is a joke.
Hey, it's not a joke though, man. That's why the Lord, man's goings are of the Lord. How then can a man understand his own way? That's why the Lord has you. Nobody else is gonna tell you what we're telling you. Nobody gonna say nothing to you. This is America. This is Babylon the Great, man. Spiritual Sodom and Egypt. So nobody's gonna say nothing to you but the people who really love you, man. Right? The people of God, his prophets that he set up in these last days. Because America's about to be burnt up and destroyed. So we need y'all to wake the hell up and come back to who y'all are, man. Right? So we can get the hell out of here, man. Because the Lord is getting ready to destroy America, man. And put these people in captivity that put us in captivity. Right? That's in the Bible.
I guess. The book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and 22. Abstain from all appearance of evil.
Abstain from all appearance of evil. So even though it's a joke to you, the Lord said don't even play with it. Right? So abstain from it completely. Don't even get down with it. You understand? All praises, brother. So what's your nationality? Are you still a port of riches? You're not a port of riches. You know what happened? When they came over here and seen y'all with all that gold and silver, they say, oh, these people, this is a rich port. And so that's why they start calling y'all that. Right? So you want to be what the Lord called you. This is what the Lord, give me Deuteronomy 76. One more before you go, brother. I know I keep saying this, last month's experience. Deuteronomy 76.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 7.
Would you say everybody's all equal? Right. All praise. That's the spirit, brother. He's not a dummy. Read.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Holy means separate. So the Lord said the children of Israel are separate and holy to him. Right?
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth. right? That's why, ain't we better than everybody else, man? Right? And we better than all the sports, right? And we make the best food, right? What do these people do better than us, man? That's why they gotta steal everything from us, man. Right? Because God made us that way, man. But we fell down to a lower state because we broke his commandments. So you gotta keep the commandments in these last days. So you gotta learn the commandments. All right? You gotta give them the, you got some literature for them? All right, brother, man. You're Israelite and keep the commandments, all right, man? Much love. You too, brother. All right? Look into it, man. It's the information age. Go on the internet and look it up. Israelites. All right? You too. You might not be a Puerto Rican, but what is you?
I'm Mexican.
Mexican. Issachar, man. Right? The same thing I said to him, go for you too, brother. Right? And they stole your land, man.
I don't believe in anything.
You don't believe in anything? Give me Proverbs 14, Psalms 14:1. Brother, hey, you gotta believe in something. How you don't believe in nothing? That don't make sense. Why? What happened? What happened?
I feel like it's a lie.
You got 5 minutes? You know why you feel like that way? Come look right here. This why.
I feel like religion's just a scam.
This not, are we up here religion? Do we sound like the Christianity church? They don't teach this, do they? Right? This is your history book, man. Read this.
Book of Psalms, chapter 14, verse 1. The fool hath said in his heart, there is no God.
So the Lord said you got to be a fool to think there's no God. How do you breathe without trying? How do you blink without trying? Who put the sun up there? Right? Give me Hosea 4:6. It's a reason why you don't believe, right? And we understand, because we've been there, brother, right? But in these last days, the Lord said, knowledge shall increase in the last days. You have not been taught the truth. That's why you don't have no reason to believe. You had your land stolen, man, right? You living in this wicked-ass world, man, right? On the bottom, being oppressed. Read.
Book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
The Lord said his people have been destroyed for lack of knowledge. Read.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge,
But we reject the knowledge. We won't even listen now, read.
I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me.
The Lord can't use you if you don't believe. Right, so you got to believe in something, man. You got to believe in the Most High God, Yahweh. You got to believe that you're an Israelite from the tribe of Issachar, not a Mexican. You can't even tell me what Mexican means. Exactly. Right, because it's been stolen from you and your oppressor had gave you that. So everything you know in this world, give me Colossians 2:8. Everything you know in this world has been taught to you lies by the same man who took and stole your land and killed your foreparents and raped your women. Right? Read this.
Book of Colossians, chapter 2, verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain.
See, we've been spoiled means destroyed. We've been destroyed through philosophy and vain deceit. Vanity, lies, right?
And vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiment of the world, and not after Christ.
And not after Christ. We've been destroyed by the rudiments of the world, by the religions and Christianity. The Bible has nothing to do with that, man. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 46. We're gonna show you that this is a true, but give me Job 9 and 24. We're gonna show you that this is true, man. Tell me if this is true. Read this.
Book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
The Bible says the earth has been given into the hands of the wicked. Who runs the earth today? Who has all the resources? Who make the laws? Who goes around? Who got the baddest military? Go around bombing countries and stealing oil? The so-called white man, right? So the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. Read.
He covers the faces of the judges thereof.
He did what?
Covers the faces of the judges thereof.
What is this man doing right here? You ever heard of iconoclasm? Whitewashing? That's why you think everybody in the Bible is white. You think Jesus is white? He covered the faces of the judges. Read.
If not, where and who is he?
The Lord said, if this man is not the devil in the earth, you tell me where and who he is. Give me Revelations 1 and 14. We're going to show you that this is true and what you've been taught is a lie. So you don't have to not believe, you just have to study for yourself. Read.
Book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So this is talking about Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. He said he has white, woolly hair. What people have woolly hair on the earth? Do these people have woolly hair, or do they have doggy, stringy hair? Recessive traits. No, Is this really hair? Sergeant Borges, this white Jesus? No. It's stringy blonde hair, right? Read.
As white as snow,
This is blonde hair. It's not white. That's strike 2. Read.
and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
This dude got blue eyes. That's a recessive gene. Read. What happens to Hispanics and black eyes when we drink wine? Our whites of our eyes turn red, right? That's why Genesis prophesied that his eyes will be red with wine. Read.
His feet like unto fine brass.
Listen, his feet like unto what?
Fine brass.
Now, pale skin, white skin.
Fine brass.
What color is brass? Brown, read.
As if they burned in a furnace.
If you take anything and burn it in a furnace, what color does it be? Really, really dark, right? You put white rice and you burn it in the pot, it's going to turn black. So what are we showing you? This is a lie, but the Bible is true. The Bible is not saying this, right? So this is your history book. This Bible is talking to you from Genesis to Revelations. Give me Matthew 15 to 24. That's why this is important, because you have a Redeemer, man. Hey, there's a Lord that's coming back with the hosts of heaven, man, with chariots and hundreds of millions of angels to destroy America, man. Just like he brought us out of Egypt, the Lord don't change. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever. So he's going to deliver us again, man. Read.
Book of Matthew chapter 15 verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
This is Christ. Don't they tell us in the church that he came for everybody? Why is the Bible saying he only came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel? Who are the lost sheep? These people on this side. Give me Isaiah 1 and 3. Right? Give me the book of Isaiah 1 and 3 real quick. So we are the lost sheep. Because I asked the young brother, he said he's Puerto Rican. He didn't even know what that means. That's because we are lost. We've been stripped from who we are.
Book of Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3. The ox knows his owner and the ass his master's crib.
The Lord compared the people on this side to two dumb animals, an ox and a jackass. He said even the ox know who he belongs to, and the jackass know where his home is. But what?
But Israel does not know.
But who?
Israel does not know.
But who?
Israel does not know.
It was prophesied that we wouldn't know who we were in the last days. We would think we Mexicans. Give me Psalms 83 real quick. Let me show you what happened. Listen to this, brother. Get Psalms 83 and 3.
Book of Psalms.
Why don't we know who we are? Right? Why did this happen to us? Why do a lot of our people don't even believe no more, man? Read.
Book of Psalms chapter 83 verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against our people and consulted against our hidden ones.
The Lord said, they have taken crafty counsel against his people. They consulted against our hidden ones. We are the hidden ones, right? Read.
They consulted against our hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
Hey, they said, let us cut these people off from being a nation. They said, we cannot let the people on this side know that they're the same people. They come from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Read.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Now the name of Israel is no more in remembrance. Now we Mexican, Haitian, Jamaican, black, Puerto Rican, right? That's a prophecy that was fulfilled. Read.
For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee.
The Lord said all these nations are confederate against thee. Pay attention, brother. We're almost done. Read.
The tabernacles of Edom.
He's about to name the people who did this to us. The tabernacles of Edom, the so-called white man, the Edomites. Read.
And the Israelites.
The Ishmaelites, the Arab man. Come on.
Of Moab.
Moab, the China man. Read.
Of the Hagarenes.
The African nation. Read.
Baal.
Another African nation. Come on.
And Ammon.
Ammon, the Japanese. Read.
And Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre.
So all nations have had a part in our captivity, man. Right, so what are we showing you? That the Bible is a true book. Because everything we reading has happened. Right? Give me Deuteronomy 28 and give me that where it says 48. Last one. All right, last one. Hey, but the brother listening, man, that's the spirit got him here. Right?
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 48.
Listen, brother, this is one of the curses that the Lord said he put on us for breaking his commandments. Read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Yo, who?
Enemies.
The Lord said we're going to serve our enemies. Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
Hold on. When you hungry, what do you have to do to get food? Where you go? Walmart, Publix, McDonald's? Who own these places? Read.
And in thirst.
And in what?
Thirst.
You shouldn't have to pay for water. Who put the damn cement down? Right? Who said if you don't pay your water bill, he'll come cut your water off? The Lord said that's a curse to have to pay for water.
Read. And the nakedness.
When you want clothes on your back. We don't own no textile mills. We have to go to our enemies.
Read. And in want of all things.
And in want of all things. So when you want an education, you got to go to this man to learn. He's not going to tell you the truth. He's going to tell you his story.
Read. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
He shall do what?
Put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Who had yokes of iron on our neck? We did. You guys did in 1492.
Read. Until he hath destroyed thee.
Now you don't got chains on your neck, but you destroyed. So we only needed the chains as long until we were destroyed. Now we Puerto Rican. Now you don't have no idea who you are. Now you don't even believe in the Lord no more. He say you don't believe in nothing, man. You see all this, but you don't even believe in nothing no more, man. Right? Read.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
Wait a minute. He said he's going to bring a nation against you from far. Read.
From the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
Wait a minute. I never heard that in church. He said a nation from afar. So y'all was already in this land. A nation came all the way from Europe, from Spain, from all these different nations came all the way over here. Whose symbol is the eagle? America. Who else? Spain. Who else? All of them symbol is the eagle. So this is Bible prophecy. Read.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Read again.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Y'all was speaking Hebrew. Y'all don't understand no Spanish and no English. Right? So the Lord said we wouldn't even understand that language. Come on.
So that the man that is tender among you and very...
Well, that's it on that. So the point is, man, we are suffering from curses right now because we break the commandments. Give me Hosea 5 and 15. Right? So when we showing you this so-called white man don't fit these curses, man. The Arab man don't fit these curses. Only we fit the curses, man. Right? Read.
Book of Hosea chapter 5.
Do you know the United States paid Israel over $4 billion a year to keep the secret? Right? And that's why that's why he said, the Prime Minister of Palestine? He said, how did the Jews leave black and come back white? Read.
Book of Hosea chapter 5 verse 15. I will go and return to my place till they have acknowledged their offense.
So the Most High said, since y'all don't want to serve me, y'all want to serve these other nations, the Lord said, I'm going to give you over to these nations. And I'm going to go and return to my place until y'all acknowledge y'all offense. Read.
And seek my face in their affliction, they will seek me early.
So the Lord said we got to repent in these last days and then he will come and deliver us, man. Right? That's why we out here, man. Right? And this all these devices, all these distractions, man, is all set up to distract the children of Israel and keep us away from our God, from the truth, man. Because all our people is worried about getting high, the ways of the world, basketball, sports. We're not worried about the kingdom of heaven. The Lord said this is not our rest, man. It's nothing waiting for you out here but death, man, and destruction. Right? We have a kingdom that's waiting for us, man. But we're going to rule these people. Give me Isaiah 14:1. Because this is what's going to happen, man, if you, of that number, if you repent and come back to who you are in these last days. Read this, because God is just. You think he's going to do this to us? Give me Amos 3:2 first. You think he's going to let this happen to us and they're going to get away with it? Then he said, we're above all nations and better than everybody else. So, are the white men going to get away with this, man? Read this.
Book of Amos chapter 3 verse 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
No, I know everybody.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
The Lord said he only know you of all the people that he created. Read.
Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquity.
He said that's why we get punished, man. Right? That's why we went into slavery on ships, man. That's why we on the bottom, man. Just like if you got a son, man, and your son go off, are you going to get on him and his friends, or you just going to deal with your kid? Just like your parents. Because you know the rules of this house. He gave us laws, statutes, and commandments because he loved us. Right? Give me what I call.
Book of Isaiah chapter 14 verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
This is an eschaton, the end time prophecy. Now we just read prophecies that happen, right? Now we're going to read something that's about to happen. All right? That's why we out here now, prophesying to the nations. And then the end is going to come. Read.
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
This is Jacob, the 12 tribes of Israel. All right? Read.
And will yet choose Israel.
At the end of the day, he's going to choose us again because God don't change. So all this Christianity where he grafted everybody else, that's a damn lie, man. That ain't in the Bible. Read.
And set them in their own land.
Why does he have to set us in our own land? Because we was taken and stolen and brought to a land that we know it's not. So if they're the people of the book, how did they get in that land in 1948 calling themselves Jewish? What does the suffix ISH mean? It means to pertain to. Jew is short for the tribe of Judah, the southern kingdom. Jewish is not a thing in the Bible. It's not a people. They wish they was the Jews. Read.
And the strangers shall be joined with them.
The strangers of the other nations, they're going to be joined with us. Listen.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
They're going to cleave to us right now. Our people cleaving to the damn white man. Read.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
No, we're going to write them a letter and give them an option.
Take them and bring them to their place.
We're going to ask them to come.
Take them and bring them to their place.
We're going to take them by force. Read.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord.
We're going to own these damn devils in the land of the Lord. Talking about the kingdom of heaven. Read.
For servants and
For what?
Servants and handmaids.
Hey, wasn't your foreparents and foremothers servants for the damn white man? Read.
Servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives whose captives they were.
That's justice, man. We're going to take them captives because we were their captives, man. Right? The Taino Indians, man, was taken captive, man. Read.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
And we're going to rule over our oppressors. Read.
And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve.
Right. So that's what's about to go down, man. So that's why y'all got to repent and keep the commandments, man. So you can rule these damn devils, man. So you can be kings in the earth, man. Right? And brother, you got to take that tutu off, man. You got to take it off, man. Give me Romans 6 and 23, man.
We gotta go. We got a bad time.
Hey, he's been bear witness, man. But this brother right here, man, gonna be destroyed, man. Right? Read.
Book of Romans chapter 6, verse 23. For the wages of sin is death.
What?
Wages of sin
All right,
is
brother,
death.
you're an Israelite from the tribe of Issachar. Hey, the brother don't want to take his tutu off, man. Right? Give me Hebrews 10 to 26. Give me Romans John 9 and 31. He said he gonna pray, he gonna keep the tutu on, but then he gonna pray and ask for forgiveness, man. Right? As nobody teaching these young brothers how to repent, man. Read this.
Book of John chapter 9, verse 31. Now we know that Yahweh hears not sinners.
So the Lord cannot hear your prayer, man, because He don't hear sinners, man. You won't even take the step in repentance by taking it off, man. Give me Proverbs 28 and 9. Right? So he said he's not taking it off. He gonna keep the tutu on, right? And he gonna have a tutu on while he praying, asking for forgiveness to the Lord. And he not gonna repent. Read.
Book of Proverbs chapter 28, verse 9. He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law,
And he turned away his ear from hearing the law. We brought the precepts out. And he said, I'm not gonna take it off, man. Read.
even his prayer shall be an abomination.
And the only thing you're gonna do is make the Most High mad, man.